love on. I just like the fact you don't follow no rules. Yeah. They don't have no clue on what you're gonna do. Nah. That's what I like about you. Yeah. Let's hit the bedroom. Yeah, there ain't no rules. No, all I wanna do is get that feeling like ooh when I'm inside you. Let me clap them cheeks and do it like ooh, 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 yeah. Ooh. I got you, don't worry. Yeah. You got me feeling so good. Don't worry. I got you, got me feeling like ooh, don't worry. I got you, got me feeling so good. When I'm inside, I'ma do it like ooh, 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 ooh.
Yo, whose song is this? It's fire.
Got me feeling so good. Don't worry. I got you, got me feeling like
That is my song that you're hearing right there. That is my song. It's actually a freestyle, not a song that's out, but it's on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's got me feeling so good, bro.
No,
I love
appreciate
it.
it. Appreciate it. Feel free to check out all the rest of my contents there. I hope you like them.
Yeah, we'll do. I hit you a follow there. So
No
I'll check you out.
No stress, no
Feel
stress.
free to join my network, bro.
No, of course.
Nova Media House.
No, of course, I'm there. I'm there. Just send whatever details I need to click on, then I'm there.
Away, mate.
Cool.
Oh, baby boo, I know that I deserve you. Diamonds on your neck, now it's getting so cold. My baby girl, let me keep you warm, cause we damn near froze. You deserve that rose. I'm looking at you like, baby girl, I just like the fact you don't follow no rules. They don't have no clue on what you're gonna do. That's what I like about you. In the bedroom, yeah, there ain't no rules. All I wanna do is get that feeling like ooh when I'm inside you. Let me clap them cheeks and do it like ooh, ooh, ooh. I got you, don't worry. You got me feeling so good. Don't worry, I got you got me feeling like ooh, don't worry. I got you got me feeling so good. When I'm inside, I'ma do it like ooh, 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 ooh. I wanna feel this, I've been feeling on you like ooh, ooh. You wanna do this, you wanna do that, then let's get a dinner for two. Drive AMGs, let's convoy. You and I know that we're in it to make it. Anything that's on love, we make anything that's on love. Oh, no. I just like the fact you don't follow no rules. Yeah. They don't have no clue on what you're gonna do. Nah. That's what I like about you. Yeah. Let's hit the bedroom. Yeah, there ain't no rules. No, all I wanna do is get that feeling like ooh when I'm inside you. Let me clap them cheeks and do it like ooh, 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 yeah, ooh. I got you, don't worry. Yeah. You got me feeling so good. Don't worry. I got you. Yeah.
Turn up, turn up. Listen, we just about to head and jump right into it. One of y'all to hear this Manifest by Ocean L. We about to jump into it. One more. Let's listen to it. Go ahead and run it back.
Put me on.
Bro, never ever had to pay for the sex, no. 20,000 viewers on my channel, that's a start though. 100 million viewers on the way, manifest, bro. Like a lot of things coming, that's a fact, bro. You know me, I'm a stunner in every way, bro. I'm a baller, but I keep it on the down low. I'm not a fake, bro. Tell me what you need, what you want, I get it fast, though. But if you wanna be, then be that. No one's stopping you, your girl, hit me on the DMs. Yes, I'm tapping that. People lie, it's a sad truth. Why I lie on booze, I say my truth, and people sue me. Wanna do some move? I focus on my grind. I leave the bad behind. A man once said, I am the future God. And I don't have a boss. I am my only boss. The Storm 56, my haters run for me. 100,000 on me, I'm a safe in the bank, bro. Never ever had to pay for the sex, no. 20,000 viewers on my channel, that's a start, though. 100 million viewers on the way. Manifest, bro. Oh, I got a lot of things coming, that's a fact. Bro, you know me, I'm a stunner in every way, bro. I'm a butter, but I keep it on the down low. I'm not a fake, bro. Tell me what you need, what you want, I get it fast, though. I'ma get it fast. I'ma go and get it fast though. I'ma get it fast. I'ma go get it fast though.
All right, all right. We're gonna run that back. That's Ocean L Manifest. We're gonna run it back, and then we're just gonna jump right into it, man.
Yes,
This
sir. Yes, sir.
is
That
Manifest
song
by
is out on all social media platforms. It's out on Apple Music. It's called Manifest. Please do listen to it.
Hard, hard.
Yeah. Bank, bro. Never ever ever had to pay for the sex, no. 20,000 viewers on my channel, that's a start, though. 100 million viewers on the way, manifest, bro. Oh, I got a lot of things coming, that's a fact, bro. You know me, I'm a stunner in every way, bro. I'm a baller, but I keep it on the down low. I'm not a fake, bro. Tell me what you need, what you want, I get it fast, though. Whatever you wanna be, then be that. No one's stopping you, your girl, hit me on the DMs. Yes, I'm tapping that. People lie, it's a sad truth. Why I lie on booze, I say my truth, and people sue me. Wanna do some move? I focus on my grind. I leave the bad behind. A man once said, I am the future God, and I don't have a boss. I am my only boss. The Storm 56, my haters run for me. 100,000 on me, I'ma save it in the bank, bro. Never ever ever had to pay for the sex, no. 20,000 viewers on my channel, that's a start, though. 100 million viewers on the way, manifest, bro. Oh, I got a lot of things coming, that's a fact, bro. You know me, I'm a stunner in every way, bro. I'm a butter, but I keep it on the down low. I'm not a fake, bro. Tell me what you need, what you want, I get it fast, though. I'ma get it fast. I'ma go and get it fast, though. I'ma get it fast. I'ma go and get it fast, though.
Yes, yes, yes. That is Ocean L Manifest, our featured artist for Amapiano to the world. I'm Crown X. And man, let me just tell you what we're doing here, man. Amapiano to the world. We just getting started, actually, man. This is like what? Our third artist interview, man. It's an international music collaboration show that brings together musicians from diverse cultural backgrounds to co-create new genre blending
Blending
compositions
composition
anchored in the
anchored in the
South
South
African
African
genre
genre
of
of Amapiano.
Amapiano. And I'm Crown X. I'm here in ATL. I would like to call myself the Amapiano a brand ambassador. Okay, so I'm on the other side of the ocean, but I'm repping the Amapiano genre, and I just believe that
Believe that
the
the
Amapiano
Amapiano
genre
genre
and the
and the
South
South
African
African
artists that
artists
are
that are
pushing their music, man, can export to the four corners of the world. So that's why we're here. And I got my lovely co-host, Kalat Maropo, aka Maximilian, in the building. She's a model, a pageant finalist. She's an actress. She's an artist herself. You know what I'm saying? All around talent. And she's a director of corporate partners for Iron Media Group Africa. That's a production company that we've started in SA. And man, it's just the beginning, man. So many great things are happening. What's up, Max? Where you at?
I'm here, my brother. Hi, guys. Ocean, it's nice to have you guys on board. Who's the other guest?
Thank you
Thank
very
you very
much. Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
Zimkitas
Zimkitas
is in the
is in
cut.
the
Zimkita.
cut.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah. So
Hi,
I'll open you
Zimkita.
up.
open you up.
Hey, how's it going, you
Hey, how's
guys?
it
It's
going,
really
you
lovely
guys?
to
Really
Amazing,
meet you
lovely to
girl.
meet you
guys.
Nice
Nice to
guys.
to
see
How are
South
you?
African
South
names.
African
Yeah, I feel
name.
at home.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, so you're open. You're free to chime in and vibe with us and have this conversation with us as you see fit. So you understand it's an open mic. All right.
Sounds
Good.
good. Happy to be here.
Sure, sure. So man, I'm really excited about this interview with Ocean L. When I heard his music, I was like, damn, he's so versatile.
International.
And yes, and this show is really about bridging the gap between the Amapiano sound and other genres. So to hear an artist that's already doing these rap, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I hear his melodies, and I even hear like a Christian conscious um message in his music. And I guess first I just want to jump out with the question, man. First of all, how you doing, brother? Shout out to you being
Oh
here.
no, I'm good. No, I'm good, man. I'm steady working on my things, making sure that my craft gets acknowledged the right way possible. So yeah, I'm just trying my best, to really reach that point of doing the like how I put my music out. I just want it to be heard in the most consistent way. So I always try to make sure that it's heard by many. But of course, starting out, of course, is very difficult. But starting off with a sound that like resonates with you is a beautiful thing. And I'd like to think that I've got that so far. But of course, I'm always trying to figure out what's next. What can I do? What other sound can I incorporate? So I'm always trying to figure out and if you can ask me, have I found my sound? I can tell you no. However,
Wow.
I have not found my sound.
That's
But
crazy. That was actually one of the questions that I had in the like. Yeah, so it's crazy that you just put it out there. But like,
yeah.
okay, with the different genres that you do so effortlessly, like, how did your sound evolve? Like, where did it start from? And was there any pressure to do a specific sound? Like, how did you get into music, basically?
So there was not really a pressure. It was just a matter of seeing what suits me best. And along the lines of figuring out what suits me best, I found other sounds, which you'll see that I'm trying to incorporate Afro beats and trying to incorporate a little bit of Amapiano, incorporate a little bit of hip hop, even jazz as well. So I also did study music as well, so I think that had a bit of a influence on that. And then when it comes to my Christian side, I'm very loud about being a Christian because I am a Christian or a born again Christian. So of course I want to incorporate that in my music, so people are well aware about who I resent with. I don't want people spreading rumors that I'm Illuminati or whatever. You know, you know what I'm saying. So as
Yeah.
long as you know through my music, I think the best way for people to know you, especially as us artists,
Wow.
is through our music. So I prefer to tell the truth in my music. I know in hip hop, it's all about flexing and all those things and making sure like, yeah, I got money in the bank, but honestly, I feel like there's a lot more to explain in hip hop because hip hop is so diverse, and there's many ways you can really express how you truly feeling, whether it's about love, whether it's about heartbreak, whether it's about life in general. So I try to make sure that all that is incorporated in my music.
Wow.
Can
Wow.
I, hey Luandle, can I ask you a question, right?
Yeah, no problem.
What, like, are you Xhosa, Sotho,
Oh,
Tswana?
I'm Zulu. I'm
You're
Zulu.
Zulu. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Is Takazelo?
Ndaba Komete song.
Oh, Yabasmos, ne? You know them, ne?
Yes, I know them.
Yeah, so that's you then, right?
Yes, that is me.
Yeah, like you said you're going through like an identity kind of transformation. You're trying to get to know who you are and stuff.
Yes, of course. This life thing is very difficult to figure out certain things. But when it comes to expression, it's very easy for me to express. And I
Mm,
think that's what helps me in general life, not even in the music.
mm,
So as obviously as time goes, you try to figure out yourself, you try to see how you can get to being the best version of yourself. And then also
yeah.
incorporating that on the music scene as well, because this is my passion. This is something that I want to embrace because it is a gift.
Mm,
So when it comes to gifts, I always want to make sure that I embrace those gifts, whether it's my music gift or it could be any gift, but I make sure that I embrace them to its fullest potential.
mm,
Hence, I'm trying to figure out new sounds, trying to figure out new ways to incorporate
Hmm.
certain beats onto my vocals. It's
yeah.
it's always
Expression.
yeah, it's always trying to figure out what's next. What can I do? What can I do to improve the music? Because there's always a way to improve it you know
Mm,
so
yeah,
you just have to make
fact.
sure that, yeah, no, it's just always trying to make sure that you just reach that point where you be like, okay, I think I'm happy with the sound that I'm making right now. Then I obviously stick to it. But as I said before, that I haven't really found my sound. Hence I'm doing
Mm,
different sounds all around, like I'm literally all around the world at this point
Hmm.
you know
Nah.
So, but
What
I want
like
to have, say again.
what did like with music, what did you do in school? Like what did you do an instrument? Like were you in choir?
Oh, oh, I can play piano, but I didn't study piano. That was self-taught. But what I
Yeah.
did in school was music performance. So basically vocals, learning the theory of music, learning the business of music. Because
Nice.
that's how real the passion is. Because I want to know the business as well. Like I need to know the business of music. You know,
Yeah, bro.
so that we don't suffer. So
Yeah.
Bro.
yeah, that is very important to have an entrepreneurial side as a musician.
Okay.
So that is something that I'm also gravitating
Yeah.
toward. Not even I'm already in it,
Yeah.
because I'm an independent artist, and as an independent artist, you have to fund yourself, you know.
Yeah. You're a brand,
So
bro.
yes, what comes to funding yourself, it needs money. So how are you gonna make money? So you start
Bro.
other businesses that can bring money for you to fund your music career. So
Mm.
that's what I'm basically doing. Like if I could tell you the businesses that I've started, just so I could buy a new mic for myself, so I can buy a new laptop to record my music. So
That's
it's just
amazing, dude.
it comes with a lot of sacrifice, but um,
And you don't have
and
time
some
to create also now.
no, I make time. One thing about me, I
Yeah,
make
ne?
time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Even through the things of life, no, I will make time because that's my baby at the end of the day. That's the thing I
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
to say to myself when I'm like 40 or 50 years old. I can say, okay, yeah, I did this.
Yeah.
So it's just all about, what type of legacy you want to build, what type of
Yeah.
empire you want to build. Yeah, man. I'm not
Nah,
saying I'm trying to be
you're a
like
real artist, man.
the next Jay-Z. Yeah, man,
That's
dude.
I mean,
Uh,
that's the grind of the real artist, man. We're gonna get into the music business side of it. Let's hear your song "I Got You," and then we're gonna come back and you're
okay.
gonna give us the inspiration behind the song. We're just gonna go ahead and play this Ocean L.
Oh,
I
can
got
I can I ask you a question? Did you
Yes,
handpick the songs that you were playing there? So
I
you went through
did.
the.
I definitely
Okay, cool.
did.
I'm glad you like the
these,
songs. Cool.
these are the songs that I vibe out with for sure. I mean, all your song is fire, but these are the songs that
Yeah.
I resonated with. And my girl was here. She was like, "Oh man, that was a bop." She was jumping, and I said, "Okay, that's the one."
Okay, cool.
So I
No, no, I'm
got you
glad
is
you
what we.
guys like it. I'm glad.
Let me let you go ahead and introduce this one. This is I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Sorry, say again.
Yeah, go for it. Go ahead and introduce the song, and then we're gonna get right into it.
The song "Got
This is
You"
I got
was
you.
basically, yeah, it's called "I Got You." It's basically a freestyle that I did. You
No,
know
no,
when you
no.
kind of
We're
post.
gonna come back, and you're gonna give us the whole lowdown of the song. Just
Okay, okay.
name, song. Yeah, yeah. You got it. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Say again. I don't understand. Do you need me to explain the song?
No, no, we're gonna come back and then you're gonna give us a breakdown after everyone hears the song, and then you're gonna, give us the breakdown of the
Oh,
song.
okay.
Just give us
Okay,
the
cool. Are you?
title,
Are
boom.
you?
Yeah.
Okay, no. The song is called "I Got You." It's basically a love song. So please do enjoy it.
All right, this is Oceanel. I got you. Let's get into it.
Cool. Are you gonna play it on your side?
Yes, it's on.
Okay, cool.
DJ, where you at?
All
Come on,
right.
DJ.
Baby girl looking so fly, got me feeling like ooh, ooh. Your levels go through to the roofs. Oh baby boo, I know that I deserve you. Diamonds on your neck, now it's getting so cold. My baby girl,
I
let me keep you
know
warm.
the song. What?
You deserve
This
that rose.
you.
You like, baby
Yep,
girl.
that is
I
me.
just need
That
to
is
back
me.
you, don't follow no
That is
rules.
me.
They don't have no clue.
Yeah,
All I
this
wanna
is
do is
fire.
you. Let's hit the
Nice.
bedroom. Yeah, there ain't no rules. All I wanna do is get that feeling like ooh, when I'm inside you. Let me clap them cheeks and do it like ooh, 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 ooh. I got you. Don't worry, you got me feeling so good. Don't worry, I got you. You got me feeling like ooh. Don't worry. I got me feeling so good. When I'm inside, I'ma
I'm
do it
literally
like
dancing right now.
ooh, ooh,
This
ooh.
dick.
I wanna feel
It's a
this
sticky
up
one,
and
man.
on you,
Nah.
baby. Ooh, ooh.
This will be
I
my
wanna
hit
feel
all day, bruh.
Then let's sing it together for two. Drive AMGs, let's convoy. You and I know that we
Thank
get
you
into
guys for
it.
doing this. This
Anything
is
that's
sick. It
on
needs
love,
to grow.
anything that's on
Like,
love, on love. I just
spread
like the feel, follow no rules.
this
Ain't no
initiative.
cap, no clue on what you gonna do. Nah, that's what I like about you. Let's hit the bedroom. Yeah, there ain't no rules. All I wanna do is get that feeling like ooh when I'm inside you. Let me clap them cheeks and do it like ooh, yeah, ooh. I got you, don't worry. Yeah. You got me feeling so good. Don't worry, I got you. Got me feeling like ooh.
I
Don't
would
worry,
not.
I got you. You got me feeling so good. When I'm inside, I'ma do it like ooh. I got you. Don't worry, you got me feeling so good. Don't worry, I got you. You got me feeling like ooh. Don't worry, I got you. You got me feeling
I'm
so
already
good.
thinking of an
Inside,
Amapiano
I'ma do
version
it
of
like
this song.
yeah.
Just like add
I'ma
on.
do it like yeah. I'ma do it like
If you want to remix it into an Amapiano type of thing, by all means,
Yo, you need to talk to Shaba,
I'ma do
bruh.
it like
Oh, El
by all
Shaba.
it's wavy, babe.
All right. That was Ocean L's I Got You. Listen, just tell me who she is. What's her name, man? She deserved a shout out on that song. I think you should have put her name in there, right?
No, you know what? Can I tell you something? So I'm a natural lover boy. So it's very easy for me to write love songs, you know? So it wasn't about someone per se, but I did have a thought. You know, you have to think about a woman, you know, whether it's someone that you're with right now, or someone that you're crushing on,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you know, someone that you're just there for. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? So in this case, this song was about someone, yes. But generally I usually write love songs and I just think about, okay, I'm a lover
Hey,
boy. What
what's
would I
her
do?
name?
How would
Tell
I
us
treat
her
you?
name. She needs to know she's the inspiration behind this. There
this
you go.
this song is actually this actually was about my ex. Well, but these things
Yeah.
happen. So, but yeah,
Sure.
but it was about an ex. But yeah, these things happen.
Shout out to her, man. I hope she's doing well.
Yeah, no. Shout out to her because she gave me a very nice song.
No, that's the inspiration, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I want to
Alright.
ask. Okay, so yes, let us know about. I mean, you've given us, give us like the breakdown of like how this song came about. Was it like after a situation, or like okay, like you said, you were crushing on, a particular, friend or girl, and you were like, okay, let me make this song. Was it for her to hear it and feel like, okay, this is what's for you, or was it just like, okay, I'm just going to use her as a muse for the music? Like, what was the
So
intention behind it?
I did wanna. Okay, cool. I did wanted to hear it, but I didn't want it to know that it was about her. I wanted her to figure it out on her own. When you're a writer and you're writing poetry, you want people to know that you're writing about them without actually saying their name.
Mm,
So you're like, oh, I'm sorry, that I'm speaking about you.
mm.
And funny thing, she did figure it out that yes, I was actually speaking about because there's some lyrics in there that actually specify specifically
Aye.
about her.
Mm.
So that's how you do it. So if you want to write a song about someone,
What?
that's how you do it. You don't have to put their names in there. Just do it in a way that you know them. Like for example, you know that her favorite color is yellow, for example.
Mm.
So you make something that okay, those yellow clothes that you wore on a Friday, you're
Wow.
looking fine. So that she knows that okay, no, I did wear something on Friday last week. He's talking about me.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. This is top
So
tier Riz, man. Yeah, this is top tier
yeah,
Riz.
This
yeah.
But
No,
is
artists
if
have
you
this
all the
if you
girls,
is
right?
top Zulu boy
y-
They
behavior,
say,
bro.
no, this song was about me. I swear, he was talking about me. You have five different girls saying, all right, this
Zulu
is
boy
about me.
behavior, that's crazy business.
Zulu boy is
Yes,
love natural lover boy. That's Zulu boy
Certified lover
it's
boy.
natural.
natural. It's natural. I don't need no certification. I don't need any of that.
It's a vibe.
I'm
Oh, you're
just lover
smooth.
boy.
Frequency.
I don't I don't need to be certified. It's all good.
You're a smooth criminal, man. Respect. All right, man. Let's get into your inspiration, your musical inspiration, because I hear different genres or different pockets you can get into. You're a very versatile artist, man. Like, what are some of your artist inspiration, like people that you look up to?
Okay, so from South Africa per se, there's artists that I listen to on a daily, and they are hip hop artists. I listen to people of the likes of Nasty C, Aries. I take a lot of inspiration from Aries because he's more poetic. So I like to listen to underground artists as well. There'll be times where I would Shazam a certain song and I don't even know who the artist is, but the poetry, the story that they're telling, I take a lot of inspiration from it. Um, and then as far as people that
I
I
think
would
that's it.
say Tupac, the old school Tupac.
Okay. Dead and alive. This is
And
your
then
top greatest dead or alive list. Okay, I'm into it. Let's go.
yeah, like people that I really take inspiration from. And then there's olden day rappers from South Africa named Pro Kid. There's a rapper. Well, he passed away sadly, but there was a rapper I used to listen to. His name is Pro Kid. I also take a lot of inspiration from him. And who else? Yo, man, and also a couple of new cats that just came up. Um, it's more South African artists. I listen to a lot of South African hip hop.
AKA.
And how Yeah. Oh, yes. AKA. Yes, I take a lot of inspiration from AKA as well. A little bit from Casper, but the most I take inspiration from is definitely Aries. I would say Aries.
You know what's crazy? When I was listening to your music and just taking it all in, I was like,
I was
man,
like, man,
I
I
hear
hear
and
and
okay. So when I was
okay.
hearing, I
So when
was
I
like,
was hearing,
man,
I was like, man,
the
the
lyricism, right,
lyricism, right,
and how you
and
ride
how
the
you
beat.
ride the beat.
Then the one
Then
name
the
that
one
came
name
up
that came up
was J Cole,
was J
and I
Cole,
don't see if
and
I
I don't
did your
see if I
promo.
did your promo.
I say J
I
Cole.
said J Cole.
Is J Cole one
Is
of
J Cole
your
one of
like
your
stands?
like stands?
Yes, I do listen to a
Yes,
lot
I
of
do
J.
listen
Cole.
to a lot of J Cole.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
another one. It's
that's
just that I
another
can't
one.
think of
It's
them
just
at the
that I
top of
can't
my
think of them
head
on the top of
now.
my head
But if you
now.
were to play
But if
this
you were to
person, I'd be
play
like,
this
yes,
person, you'd
I
be like,
listen to
yes,
him
I
too.
listen to him too.
Hold on,
Hold
I'm
on,
getting feedback.
I'm
Please,
getting
everybody,
feedback.
mute
Please,
their mic.
everybody mute their mic.
Yeah, I think
I
someone needs
think
to
Yeah, I
mine
think
mute.
someone
is
needs to mute.
off
One
or
mic.
what?
One mic.
Mute your
Mute
mic.
your mic.
Okay, let's see. All right,
Cool,
go
yeah,
ahead.
it's better now. Okay, so I do listen to J. Cole. That's very true. If you were to name artists, and I would literally tell you that yes, I do listen to this artist, I listen to this because there's so many, and
Hmm.
because one thing about me is that I listen to everybody. I listen to every genre. I listen to everybody. So if you were to ask me, do I have a favorite artist? I'll tell you, yo, I don't really, because I'd really like if I were to say who's my number one artist, it would be very tricky for me to even tell you because I listen to literally everybody. you know so because that's how I get my inspiration from, from different diverse cultural sounds, and then try and
And then
incorporate it
try
on
and
my
incorporate it
sound.
on my sound.
That's how I
But what
really
You know,
would
work
that's
you
how I
because
what
really
would
work.
you prefer if you were to have a collab, Ocean? What would you prefer? Which artist would you actually want to work with?
internationally or South African
Internationally or
artists.
South African artists.
Just an artist, any artist, could be anywhere, howsoever.
Give me
Give
Andre
me Andre
3000.
3000.
Okay.
Oh, he's going for the
Oh,
goat.
he's going for the goal.
He's going for the
He's
top,
going
the
for the top.
tippity top.
Tippity top.
And then also
And
give
Fire.
then also
me,
give me,
man, if AK was
man,
still
if
alive, I'd
AK was
also
still
want to
alive, I'd
feature with
also
him,
want to.
man.
Hmm. Okay. So, um, do you ever worry about, because you're so versatile, right, and you can fit into
Yeah,
different pockets, right? Do you ever worry
yeah.
about being too versatile for an industry that likes to categorize? No, it's this, it's rap, it's hip hop, it's
No,
Amapiano, it's.
I never care about that because it's all about standing out. Because
Mm,
if you want to stand in the crowd, how are you going to get noticed? You know?
facts.
So I think I concentrate on being versatile for a reason because you never know what type of sound people will really like, you know? So it's all about saying to yourself, okay, if I want to stay versatile, I want to stick to the sound. I'm not really worried about categorization. Um, I try not to worry about that. I know that, there's certain rules in this game. However, for the sake of wanting to stand out, there's some rules that have to be a little bit bent, just a tiny bit, you know? So, that's what I try to do, but not bend the rules
What's
like
that
too
though?
much. I would
What's
say,
like where do you have to give a little bit? Like, okay, you have to play into this.
no, my number one genre, it is hip hop. That's the
Mhm.
one I'd really say that, yeah, I'll gravitate to the most. But when it comes to collaborating with other artists that are not even hip hop artists, I'll always be
Mm.
down for that. Even if you would tell me right now, hey, I got an Afro beats or Afro beats type of thing, can you jump on it? I'll be like,
Mm.
no, I'll never say no. I shall only jump on hip hop only. I'd always
Mm.
try to challenge myself, and hence, like
Mm.
that song. Tell me, if for example, I only made trap music, would you really like that song that you played? I didn't even think that you would like that song out of all the songs, and that's an Afrobeat song, you know. So that is the importance of being versatile. Otherwise,
Mm.
would you had even said that, okay, Ocean is an interesting artist, or you'd have said, I think he's probably just trying to put himself out there. He's just trying to be a trapper, But I do want to tell a story, you know.
What, bro? Your mindset is where the music industry currently is, right? And I
Yeah,
know
man.
there is
Right place.
there is things that divide us in the music industry. Like one is, I'm getting feedback. Can everybody mute their mic? Okay, there's these like boundaries in the music industry that like keep people in silos, right? But if you see the artists that are really doing it in this time, they have a global sound, like a global impact. Like you mentioned Afrobeats, right? But if Afrobeat stayed just in West Africa, right, they wouldn't be able to have the success that they have today. They opened their genre up to trap. They opened their genre up to alternative. They opened their genre up to you know, pop, and now they exported the sound, and now they're able to tour, in every country around the world. So, do you find like in South Africa, like what is the when you come as yourself? Okay, I'm a versatile artist. I do hip hop, rap. I can do anything. Like, do you meet any let's say any pushback when artists that are like, no, I'm this is Amapiano, this is the South African sound, right? Do you meet any pushback when you meet some artists and you want to collaborate with them? Like, what's your experience with like networking with in the music industry in South Africa?
When it comes to networking, I'm a people's person. It's very easy for me to speak to people. So when it comes to the different types of artists that I'd want to network with, it's just all about if they are really down for it. I'm not really a person that likes to force things when it comes to working with artists, but I do provide the platform to say, listen, this is the type of music that I make. Do you think you and I could connect with this type of music? Because I know that, for example, I know that this artist does Amapiano, and I know that I can rap. Do you think that we could make a beat that I could potentially rap on and make it sound really, really good, and try our best? I would have that conversation, and see if they can really try it, because there's nothing wrong with just exploring and trying to see what works, trial and error. I don't mind the trial and error, you know. But when it comes to networking per se, I've never really had like a block, I mean, I've come across people that reject my offer when it comes to collaborating, all that, which comes in the game. Not everyone is gonna like the type of
Yeah.
music you make. It's part of the game. So, but it's just all about knowing. There's nothing wrong with just asking and see what could work. Because if I could give you a ratio about people that declined to work with me and people that accepted to work with me, I'd give it like a 9-3. Nine like to work with me, and then the three is people that would reject, which is
Mm,
fine. I don't mind that rejection. It's part of it.
sure,
Yeah, it's part of the game.
sure. Max, where you at? I know you have loads of questions. Go ahead and ask him a question before we get into the next song. This is going to be Prime Line. and I'm gonna have you
And I'm gonna have
introduce
you
that
introduce
ocean
that ocean.
before we get into it.
Okay. No, I just wanted to know before you can tap into that. You said, Ocean, how long you been doing this?
I've been doing this
I've been
music
doing this
since
music since
I was 15,
I
really.
was
So let's
15, really. So let's
say 10 years.
say 10 years.
Yeah. Okay. No, just know you're on the right track. You sound amazing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I think you on the right track. I see you where I see you. I see you where you need to be. I see you. All right. Okay, X, you can tap into the
All right.
next.
All right.
So let's
So
jump
let's
into
jump
it.
into it.
Should I
Should I
introduce it or
introduce it or
no? I want you
no?
to
I want you
introduce
to
it. This is
introduce it.
a
This is a
prime line. Go
prime
ahead and
line. Go
jump it
ahead
off.
and jump it off.
Are you
Hi,
there?
can you still hear me?
Nah, we can hear you loud and clear, brother.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry, did I miss a question?
Okay, introduce this song. This is we're gonna play Prime Line. It looks like it's produced by Akira. Yeah, I just want to hear you introduce it. So you understand? Like, come on now, turn up.
So this song, titled Prime Line, it was another freestyle that I did. I did, however, make a new beat to it because obviously the
Obviously, the
producer
producer
was very
was
hard to
very
get
hard to
hold
get
of,
hold of,
and
and the song was
doing pretty
doing
well.
pretty well.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm
So
getting
I'm getting
feedback again.
feedback again.
Okay.
All right,
Okay,
All
jump
right,
let me
jump
into
into
it
start.
from
it
the
from the
start.
start.
Check.
We will
We will
edit
edit
this. You know
this.
what
You
I'm
know what I'm
saying? So
saying?
it'll
So
be
it'll
all
be all
clean.
clean.
Go
Go
ahead and
ahead and
introduce this
introduce
song.
this song.
All
Everybody,
right,
All
cool.
right,
quiet.
So
cool. So
all right, cool. So this
So
song
this
is
song is
titled
titled
Prime Line
Prime Line
Freestyle.
Freestyle.
It's
Mm-hmm.
It's
basically
basically
talking
talking
about
about
upgrading your
upgrading your
lifestyle
lifestyle
and see
and
what you
see
can
what you
do
can
for
do
your
for your
life,
life,
But at the
But at
same
the same
time,
time,
have
have
fun,
fun,
work hard,
work
play
hard,
hard.
play hard.
All right, we're
All right,
gonna
we're
do
gonna
that
do
Okay,
one
that
let's
more
one more
go.
time.
time.
Everybody's
Everybody's
mic on
mic on
mute.
mute.
Okay. I know I'm the okay, yeah, my.
Okay, Ocean, jump into it again, bro. You got it.
All right, cool. So the song is titled Prime Line Freestyle. It's basically just saying I want to upgrade my lifestyle and at the same time work hard, play hard, type of vibe.
It's Webby, babe. WTE. Yeah. I'm on my grind trying to reach my prime line, but I know that I'm doing just fine. Trying to own these sets, trying to grow my net, trying to upgrade lifestyle. I got stress building up to my neck. Trying to figure out how I get this Benz, cause that's the only way you will show some respect when I pull up to my set, getting paid with checks, yeah. Mama complained that I spit too much. Makes sense cause I like the mic too much. My sis complains I talk rich too much. Makes sense cause my mind rich too much. My drip these days look a bit too plush. Give me some time, I will be your crush. I'm a type of guy to make your girlfriend blush at the red light cut. Yeah, 2024 is a place to be and possibly to make a niche and casually to make the cheese and properly to be the lead to everybody that's in need. So bless indeed, I bless your feed, my numbers deep, my flow wavy, and honestly, I pray that I actually own me a Benz like a 63. I bet that you're feeling this flow. I know I can't wait to charge 100,000 per show. That's one of my goals. Seems hard, I know, but God will make a plan for a show. Tell your girlfriend that I say hello and I'm on the go. Sit at home, no, to the top. I go to be broke, no more. Struggle no more, disappoint no more. Cause I'm on my grind trying to reach my prime line. But I know that I'm doing just fine. Trying to own these sets, trying to grow my net, trying to upgrade lifestyle. I get stress building up to my neck. Trying to figure out how I get this Benz. Cause that's the only way you will show some respect when I pull up to my set, getting paid with checks, yeah. It's Webby, babe.
What up?
WTE. Yeah. I'm I'm on my grind trying to reach my prime line, but I know that I'm doing just fine. Trying to own these
It's
sets, trying to
fire,
throw
my
my
boy.
net, trying to upgrade
It's
lifestyle. I get
fire,
stressed
dog.
pulling up to my neck, trying to
Fire!
figure
Shout
out
out!
should I
Shout
give
out!
this
Shout out!
in,
Shout
cause
out!
it's the only way.
Yo, it's fire, man.
Listen,
I was
listen.
dancing in here, bro.
Mama complained that I spit too much. Makes sense because I like the mics too much.
Yo.
So, I mean, were you one of them kids that was just like rapping at the dinner table, beating on the table, like,
Man, I would
we're
make so
eating
much
dinner now.
noise. I would make so much noise. It's so crazy. Mind you, my mom is a big fan of my music, but sometimes I go a bit too far, and she's like, "No, dude, give us a break." You know, because I be recording until the morning, and it's like, come on, I'm just trying to get some sleep.
You know what's
That's
crazy?
nice.
It's like the
What's
things
the
that
title
you
of the
say.
sound now, Ed?
Go ahead.
It's called
What's the title of the
Timeline
sound?
Freestyle.
Prime line.
Pram line. So
Yes, it's
Ocean, is
online
this
YouTube.
also on YouTube?
Yes, it's on YouTube. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So let me ask, we talked about like the music industry liking to categorize. Can we get one mic?
Okay, let me check my mic.
Mic check. I feel like Ocean should just drop a freestyle for us. You in the mood? You in the mood to
Hey, yo,
drop
you
a
wanna put me on the spot? No, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
what? Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Come on
No,
now.
we stay ready. That's what I'm saying. That we stay ready for times like this.
I bet this Funk Flex. What? Nah, I ain't gonna put you on the spot like that. Unless you're ready. Hey, I ain't gonna stop the greatness. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, I've always got something. I've always
No,
got
he
something
sounds
lined
ready.
up.
He sounds ready. He sounds
All right,
ready.
let's say that to the end. Let's say that to the outro. Let's say that to the
You
outro.
can go in as soon as I grab my drink, have a seat, push the seat, tell my nigga to sit over, and I tell you, and you to me over, and I.
What?
Yeah.
Is that a collaboration?
No, no.
Do we have a collab?
No, I'm just opening the airway so that you can jump in, you know? I know how
Nah,
it's
I'm in.
going
I'm
to
in.
go.
Listen,
I'm in.
I can produce this track right here. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so let me ask you, like, in an industry that likes to categorize, like, put you in a pocket, right? Have you ever had to unlearn something musically in order to grow?
I just want to hear if I got that question. You said, would I ever have to unlearn something in order to grow? Is that your question?
Yes.
Um, I don't know if I've been in a situation like that. Um, no, I don't think I'd ever have to unlearn anything to grow. I don't think
Okay.
I've been put in a space where I'd have to unlearn. So far, I don't think I've been in a situation like that. So yeah, no, I haven't been in a
Do
situation
Okay.
like
you
that.
think that
That's
maybe
it.
you could unlearn doubting yourself?
Unlearn
It's- uh,
doubting myself. Yo,
Yeah, explain that. Hold on. Break that down, Zim.
Because he's saying, like, yeah, nah, he inspires to be, but he already is who he is, and it's sick. So it's like, keep doing that. Stop searching. You're it, bro. Like, don't doubt yourself.
No,
appreciate you,
that's
man.
yeah, okay.
Appreciate you, man.
That's what I was getting, like, because he's confident in his genre and his style. You understand? He didn't feel like he had to conform or, you understand, do what other people are doing. Yeah, so okay, it makes sense.
Yeah, like, even with
Most
his
def, most
name,
def.
like, you're even using your name as your name. Like, Luanze is Ocean, and you're
Yeah,
Ocean
yeah.
L. So you are the ocean. There you go.
Thank you very
Go
much.
flow,
And you know
bro.
what's funny is that do you know what's funny is that you're the only person that actually figured that out. Do you know when I always have to explain to people, no, Luandle actually means ocean. They're like, oh, they only get it like later on. So it's just like it's cool that you actually figured it out first time. Love to see
Yeah,
it.
man. I always go by my name, bro, because that is my identity. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you are, and you've already been growing in the spaces that you needed to grow with the vision that you had for yourself. And that vision has
Yeah.
always been there. You just
Always.
need to tap in and like just be you, be yourself.
Of
Obviously there's
course.
people that inspire us every day. We have mentors, you have church, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
we've
Yeah.
learned lessons from Jesus, everyone's learned lessons from their, you know, in like spiritual beliefs, you know what I'm saying? Like the way of life, and you have found a way to tap into that, and it motivates your words, it motivates your being, and it motivates us, because like even the things you were singing about, rapping about, like I was like, yeah, yeah, I resonate with that shit, like I bumped to that, like I
Yeah, it's
felt
always about
you know
Oh, we both coming from
So
it's
the
all
on
about
same.
that,
making songs relatable.
so, so on that, the wave or the ocean, right? It's like what's the new wave, right? Like what the wave is what everybody else is jumping on. Like you setting the trend and everybody's, jumping on the wave. Like how do you see you setting the trend, or what's the new wave?
Huh. That's a nice question. Do you know most artists that really make it out, they make it out in the most unexpected ways. And I don't really think about the setting a trend per se, because I try not to be intentional about things, because I feel like being intentional about things, it kind of, from my point of view, I feel like it slows me down a bit, because I feel like if you just keep making the music, and the music will speak for itself, and then it will set its own trends, and then obviously you just follow it, of course. But when it comes to being intentional about trends, I haven't really done that as yet. Because I've learned that um, unintentional actually works. Believe it or not. Like when you actually do the research and you see how many artists have done it in the most unintentional way, have really succeeded, minus the people that were intentional. Some have succeeded, but not as much as the people that were unintentional,
Mm,
if that makes sense.
okay. No,
Yeah,
I get it. I get it. What I hear is like chasing a hit or a sound, opposed to like doing you and let people jumping on like what you got going on.
exactly. Exactly.
Okay. Okay. And listen, one of those songs that we about to jump into now, this is actually my favorite song from the selection that I've handpicked. This is Reassurance. So go ahead and introduce Reassurance, and
Mhm.
we're gonna vibe out.
Cool.
Yeah, go ahead and jump into it. Let us know what Reassurance.
The name of the song is called Reassurance.
Yes.
Oh, so the song's titled Reassurance. It's basically I'm in my lover boy element. It's just me giving a girl reassurance that I'm still here for you. When they be overthinking stuff, you'd be like, yeah, I still got you, baby. Don't worry. So it's just saying I'm giving you reassurance, and I got you.
What? Hey, you better
Yeah.
hide your girlfriend. Ocean is coming. Okay. All right, let's get into it, man. Ocean Reassurance. Let's go. Please, everybody, mute their mic.
Holding on you, I feel so at ease. I reassure you so you feel relieved. I reassure you so you feel at ease. Oh, reassurance is what you need. I'll give it to you when you in need. Cause reassurance is what you need. Oh, my back, you are safe in my embrace. Always you I will embrace. Our love is so here to stay. Don't you worry, I know. It's so hard, I know. I wanna let you know that you my queen. When it comes to your love, I feel at peace. Oh. I stay moving close, no, we stay tight. I whisper in your ear that you're on mine. Reassurance to my touch, hold you tight. My intentions be so clear when it comes to your love. I want it in. Eyes locked in, so pure, sincere. Yeah, I call this love's atmosphere. It's wet. Holding on you, I feel so at ease. I reassure you so you feel relieved. I reassure you so you feel at ease. Oh. Reassurance is what you need. I'll give it to you when you in need. Cause reassurance is what you need. Holding on you, I feel so at ease. I reassure you so you feel relieved. I reassure you so you feel at ease. Oh, reassurance is what you need. I'll give it to you when you in need. Cause reassurance is what you need. Oh.
Reassurance, man. That's what every woman wants. Reassurance, man. You
That's
hit
what
it
we
on
all
the
need, dog. That's what we
Hi
all
guys,
need.
can you guys bring Kita on, please?
What's that?
Let's try and find out what she does.
Oh yeah, no. We're wrapping up, bro. So all right, Ocean L, bro. I hold on, one mic. Can we mute? Okay, so we all on. So this show, I'm a piano to the world, bro. Well, why we started this show is because I'm here in Atlanta, right? And I visited SA, and I fell in love with the Amapiano genre, right? And I was like, man, this sound can really travel. It can be exported, right? And I know you're in the blend between rap, hip hop, Amapiano, but the main objective, right, is to what I see personally is that the genre can connect with so many other genres, right, to export the sound globally, right? Because I feel like until you like reach a global audience, that's when you really make like a massive impact, right? So when I heard your music, I was like, damn, he's already in that pocket of versatility, right? Like you could jump on an Amapiano track right now and rap, you understand, and touch an audience that loves rap, hip hop, and Amapiano, and you're in a great position because, I mean, you can talk that talk. You understand? Like you know, you can talk that talk of okay as a local, right? That the audiences around the world can feel. So, what do you feel that Amapiano, as it is currently, right? What do you feel that Amapiano needs to do to export the sound globally? And do you think that this sound can actually work with mixing of genres? That's the question.
I feel like Amapiano is already doing that. It's already there's a reason why it's already gone international. It's an international genre now. Everybody loves piano. You know, the reason why people it's very easy for people to gravitate towards Amapiano music is because it doesn't have it doesn't gatekeep people. You know, it brings people together, and
Mm,
it gives people opportunity to really embrace themselves as musicians.
mm,
Some artists are not as versatile. They prefer to stick to amapiano, and it works for them 100%. And it's always by finding something that works for you full force. When it comes to your question about what should they do more to expand the genre, they have done so much already. And if they decide to do more, it's just the icing on top. For me personally, it's just an icing on top if piano goes even bigger than it is right now. It's just the icing, you know, to me. Because it's really creating jobs. It's creating, it's changing people's lives, and that's all that matters.
Okay, so Ocean, how do we bridge the gap or when it in terms of management? I think there was a talks around how the industry is struggling to have like proper management and PR and so forth. Like I feel there's a lot of artists that in between, even here home, that we can see that proper PR it's not provided as an independent artist. How do we close that gap? How do you think we can come in and create something that can ensure the system flows and everything works better?
wow, great question.
Yeah, because
Well,
I
One
think
mic,
that's
one
what
mic,
I've
please
been
mute.
hearing.
Hold on, before you go ahead, everyone mute their mic.
Because I think that's what we should actually look into and work on, because it looks like the value of artists and how things are done, especially in promoter sites and all that. How can we get that? How can we come in you know
You know
You
what?
know what?
The main
The main
issue
issue
that most
that
artists
most
have with
artists have with
management
management
is
is
they want
they
they
want
want their
they want
Max,
their
hold
friends
on,
friends.
hold
Hold on,
on.
hold on.
I want to
I
make
want
sure
to
we
make
get
sure we
this.
get this.
Okay.
Max, mute your mic. Everybody mute your mic. Okay, go ahead, bro.
All right, cool. So I think the main problem that most artists have with management is lack of communication, lack of professionalism. Um, a lot of the time, what happens is that a lot of artists make their friends their manager. I mean, in most cases, it works, but sometimes it can be a bit of a conflict of interest because this business does ruin relationships. And when it comes to PR as well, PR is something that is expensive, number one. You can't just get PR out of the blue. You need to know people, you need to know people in high places to get proper PR that actually benefits your career, you know? So of course, you would need funding for PR. But however, if you do have PR, it does work a lot. It's very much helpful, especially to grow your brand and to make sure that the brand sticks. It's another difficult thing about most of us artists that we find it difficult for our brands to stick. Our brands can definitely hit the road and hit the world, but making it stick for a while is the problem. Like the relevance of it. And I think that's where management comes in. Like management play a huge role in an artist's development and success. So
Consistency, yeah.
sorry, say
Sorry,
again.
say again.
I'm saying like also with consistency, yeah.
Exactly,
Exactly,
exactly, and that's
exactly, and
another
that's
problem
another
as
problem
well.
as
Is
well.
that
Is that
some artists
some
are not
artists are
as
not as
consistent, whereas they're extremely talented, but it does not really work in their favor because the consistency is lacking a little bit. And I don't blame them because artists lose like that encouragement, that drive, because they're not really making progress. They're not really making that means to say that okay, I'm getting somewhere. There's a lot of artists who simply just give up. You know, talented ones that are extremely talented, they just go and they just give up, and that's the main issue here. So I think with that, the main issue is that when they start with the management, I feel like it will help. But starting out, of course, you won't have management. Of course, you won't get a PR team just like that. So it does discourage artists. Like, how are you going to get all these things sorted out if people don't really believe in your
in
craft?
your craft
Because
because
number
Yeah.
one,
number
they go
one,
through
they
a
go
lot of
through a lot of
rejection.
rejection.
Mm.
They go
They
through a
go
lot
through a
of
lot of
hate.
hate.
Some people
Some
can't
people
handle
can't
hate,
handle it,
even from
even
people
from
they don't
people they
even
don't
know.
even know.
So
You
that's
know, so
another
that's
thing that
another
you
thing
need to
that you
have
need to
as an
have as
artist.
an
Like you
artist.
need
Like
to you need to
you
have
need to have that.
that punch thing that I won't let these people get to me. So I think another thing is that you need to have that drive. You need to not give up. But essentially, to answer your question, sorry, I'm getting a bit off of topic. Sorry about that. But to
I'm
answer
To
your
with
answer your
you
question,
question, man,
management is
because
management is
extremely
extremely
important for an
important for an
artist
artist
development.
development.
okay, because now I think that's where the problem is. Many of them are the artists themselves. So I'm actually thinking
Yes.
the cause of the problem is that most artists that needs to be PR and managed, and majority of the other art people doing that work for them are also artists. It's like you
Mm.
being signed under the big name, and then all of a sudden your guys are there, but then the person is still continuing pushing themselves out there. I think it's also breaking the artist in the way. So people, if they can just be in places, in their standing places, I think that will create a nice flow, because then you're right. Eventually, naturally by life, you guys will get along and start being friends and so on. And always things works better sometimes when you are with friends, which are good friends, right? But then I get what you're saying. So we need more of talent management out there to navigate upcoming, so that people, I don't know how we're gonna actually get to the ultimate where we have space and time in music where, you know, we don't look at each other down and mislead each other or misinterpret each other's sounds, and like create a nice vibe type of a flow. So I get what you mean though, but I would like
Is it network? Hey, network. Don't respect nobody. Are we there? Can you hear me? Are we still on?
Hello, hello. I did. There's some parts that I didn't hear. But what from let me just say what I heard was her speaking on talent management, finding the people who find the talents to make sure that they also, how do I say, raise the talent so that they get to a point where they can actually take care of themselves and actually thrive
Brother,
in the
you're
music
sharp.
scene. That's the
You're
last
sharp.
thing I heard.
You're sharp. Go ahead. Go into it.
Was there a question there? Sorry.
Sorry.
No, I'm
No, I'm
saying,
saying,
okay,
okay,
so,
so,
well,
well,
Max, are you back on?
I am on.
Okay, go
okay,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, 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 no. I was like he's saying, he was just keep pointing the facts, the points that he heard that I was trying to raise. So I hope all of us here can work on that and try to identify elements that we see can work better. You know, I think we need all to come together and create a structure. You know, same with how the Sampros and all those universals, and you know, just to create a platform where artists are free to feel okay, you know, proceeding and doing other collaborations with other artists without a strain whereby an artist is an artist, have signed other artists, and now the works piles up. There's no proper PR and management to run the show. You know what I mean? So just as you edit, guys, let's think about ways and ideas, because this is not our last engagement, I hope, so that we can create that kind of a environment.
Yeah, I know a
Yeah, I
place.
know a place.
It's called Nova
It's
Media
called Nova
House.
Media House.
It's an artist network, soon to be like, you know, a corporate business for that purpose. Pray for us, ne? We're coming. We're coming hard, bro.
Hard, bro.
Come in, girl, come in. I'm hoping that we can come in.
Yes, the more
Let's
the
Yes,
go.
the
merrier,
more the
guys.
merrier,
Yo, we're
The
guys.
building
more
a
the
Yo, we're
merrier, I
building a
think so,
community.
because I think
community.
that's what we all about, also trying to find you guys, you know, and make it look and feel better as it goes. And people don't
Yeah.
get to feel independently, as how much independently, how independent artists struggle out there to, you know,
Wow.
to bring their sound out there. So let's
Grow
collab
their
on
brand
those
as
Grow
a
their
things,
brand
business
as a
guys.
as well.
Yeah,
business as
let's
well.
collab on that, because I think that's where we need to bridge the gap, because then these artists that are out there, all the famous people that we know that are doing big and doing greater things out there, we would like them to feel the space, like this kind of space, so they can come in. We want to know
Yeah.
about music. We want to know about the origin of different sounds and where we can take the sound and so forth. So let's do this, guys. I'm actually loving the show today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
it
it
Keep
starts with
starts
a
with a
getting on
conversation.
conversation.
board, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these
these
are
are
the, how
how
these
these
partnerships
partnerships
happen.
happen.
You
You
know,
know,
shout
shout
out
out
to
to
Nova Media House. They're actually up next, so we're gonna get into what media Nova Media House is really doing in the industry. So, Ocean L, bro. I want to ask now on the way on in conclusion. So we have Wave Time Entertainment, right? Like when we first got on, you talked about the artist, jumping into the CEO position. Like, where do you see artists these days, like the role that they play in their own journey of becoming? Like, should they seek out management, somebody to run their thing, or should they be CEO minded, label minded from the onset? Like, how do you see like putting that system behind them? Like, what's your approach to that?
First and foremost, it's important to know what is it that you need within your team, within your camp, right? Um, there's certain things that an artist can do by themselves, but sometimes you do need help. You do need a team. Not even sometimes, you always need a team, right?
Mm.
So you look at the points of what are you weak at? Are you weak at marketing? Okay. So you need someone within your team to you need to find someone that is very good at marketing that could help you market your music, you know? And then on top of that, you need to find what is it? You see, so you look at your weak points and then
Ay, ang kuti yeah, like
Hold on, sorry, you bounced off. You bounced off. Catch your next where you stopped at. One mic. Everybody mute, please.
can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
loud
loud
and
and
clear.
clear.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. All right, cool. Sorry about that. So, I think it's important to know what are your weak spots when it comes to this music thing, right? And you find people that can help you with your weak points, because yes, we're very good musicians. There's very good musicians out there, but if you can't really pinpoint what are you weak at, and you find people that can help you, I feel like you will go so much more further, and there'll be weight off your shoulders as well. Because at the same time, you're building a team and at the same time you're building your brand as an artist, so it's a win-win. It's difficult for people to see it that way, but I feel like that's the way, one of the ways to survive as a musician or even as an independent artist. Whereas people who are under labels, they have those people in place for them already. They don't really have to do anything. But if you're a person that's not really, like what they say, a lazy artist that understands to do research, when you do research, you conduct the research and see what suits best to grow as a brand. Because you need to think of it from a business point of view, not just from an artist point of view, but because at the end of the day, music is also a business, you know? So the sooner you see it that way, you'll make better decisions of how you can grow as your team as well. And you'll find that 4 or 5 years, 10 years from now, you'll be like, okay, I did this and I tried this and it actually worked in my favor. So it's all about trial and error, a whole lot of rejection. But like I said, there's only a fair amount of people that actually go into the nitty gritties of it and try to really understand it. And that's how people really survive, because they understand the business. If you can't understand the business, it's going to be very tricky for you to really survive and thrive in the music industry itself.
Brother, man, I could hear you on a podcast, man, just giving music industry game, how to stay resilient. You understand? Like
Yeah.
you're gonna meet. I could hear that. Like if we ever do a panel about music industry, we're calling Ocean L, to be on there, man.
No,
Uh
I'm there anytime, any place, man. Just hit me up. Just hit me up.
yeah, man, for sure, bro. So in closing, man, shout outs, what people need to know, what's coming next. You understand what people need to tap into.
Oh yeah, I got an EP. I'm done with it basically. Now, like I said, I'm going into the marketing process. I'm doing research on the marketing process. I'm in the middle of. I actually found people that I'm working with right now to help me market the EP. To come up with a fair, what do you call it again? When you pre-plan releases, what is that name again? When you pre-plan releases and the whole thing, music videos, shooting music videos, and see the
Mm,
storylines behind the
mm,
songs as
yeah.
well. So making sure that it reached the widest audience
Wow.
possible. So that is literally my scope right
Oh,
now.
that's
The
dope.
EP is done. So now I'm doing the thing to make it
Yeah, yeah,
be
yeah. The
listened to
narrative.
by a lot of people,
Mm.
so that the EP doesn't go to waste. Because I would hate for my EP to go to waste. you know,
Oh.
So
It's
Okay.
a lot of work,
I'm
yeah.
just different ways to really embrace the song so that other people can embrace it. People I don't even know, so that the world can embrace it as well. Because I think it's possible because we've got digital now. Like we all in the digital world,
Come on
and
now.
that's how it works. So that's how the digital thing works, and that's how if you. Sorry about that. People are still coming to my mom's birthday. So
Hey,
crazy.
yeah, shout
And
out to mom, man. Happy birthday, man.
I'm
I'm
so
so
sorry.
sorry,
Like
man.
people are coming through. Like it's just like guys. It's a Sunday. Like what are you guys doing here?
Happy Happy birthday to mom. To
Happy
mom
birthday
too,
to mom,
man.
guys.
No, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, as I was saying, um, I'm trying to make sure that when I do release this EP, I'm happy about the way I released it. I wouldn't want to release it in a way that I would regret it and say that, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. Mind you, I'm not afraid of failure, don't get me wrong, but at least I want to try to make sure I've tried every single thing that I could
Yeah,
think of to make sure the song thrives the way I'd want it to.
understood.
I mean, I feel like there's nothing wrong with trying. But however, I'm not afraid of failure, but I'm going to try my best to make sure it reaches the widest audience possible.
Nah, fire, bro. I mean, your mindset and how you think about your music, bro, is like it's longevity. It's a marathon, not a race.
It's a huge marathon, my guy. It's a huge marathon. And funny thing, I only understood that last year. I was so much in a rush before. But then when I began to understand that everything is a process, that's when I started thinking about everything. So that everything is put out the best way, the most professional way possible.
Facts, man. Listen, we got certified lover boy.
No, I don't need no certification. I'm a
How'd
lover
you?
boy, but I
What?
don't need the certification. It's already confirmed. I don't
What
need to
is?
be certified.
Is that the name of the EP? No, give us the
Oh,
date.
the name of the EP is called Optimistic.
Optimistic fire.
Yes, optimistic. Because I want to spread a message, of course, because when it comes to EPs telling stories, you need to send a message, and I'm sending a message about people who are still trying to make it in life, who are still trying to find means around, because most songs are all about I've already made it, I've got millions in the bank. So there's not really much songs about trying to make it, trying to survive, trying to
Mm,
thrive in this life. So those are the type of people I want to cater for. Even when I do make it, I still
mm.
want to make music that caters to people that are still trying to make it in life, people that are struggling and need that motivation. Even if you need to play the song when you go to the gym, it's cool.
Hey,
I
Lanji,
cater
right
to
now, ask
you
you a
as well.
question.
No problem.
Do you like sing and rap in Zulu?
Uh, I've tried it, and it doesn't really work for me. I'm not gonna lie.
No, why?
It doesn't really work. It's angazi. I
Do you
think
do poetry in Zulu then?
poetry in Zulu.
Yeah.
No, I've never tried that actually.
Oh, okay.
Everything is in Singisi.
Yeah, bruh. Yo, you're kumshering, bruh. No one wants to hear that in SA. I'm joking.
Okay, guys. So we 26 minutes to 8 o'clock on
Yeah.
Amapiano to the world. I don't know if you guys want to quickly just wrap up. Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah, wrap up, man.
And then X will just
Shout out
close
your.
in with
Go
the
ahead.
everyone. So I am signing out as your girl Maximilian, the Trillion. It was nice meeting you guys. I hope we can link up. Please do drop your handles, guys, so we follow each other. So that's what this is also all about. Um, Getting everybody out there in the followings and so on. So please do drop your thingy so we can follow each other on spaces and elsewhere.
100%.
100%.
All
All right,
right,
man.
man. We gonna get out to manifest
Because we
because we
about
about to manifest some things, man. Before you get out, right? I want you to shout out all your handles and then let us know what you manifest in. You know what I'm saying? In the times to come. All right. So go ahead and drop that Ocean L, man. It was a pleasure, bro.
Thank you so much, guys. Please do follow me on all social media platforms. It's OceanL_SA on all platforms. It's the same username, the same one that is on my X page. And then when it comes to my YouTube, it's also Ocean L as well, and as well as TikTok. And I'm basically manifesting those billions, man.
Come on now. Billions on billions on
billions,
billions,
man.
man.
Shout
Shout
out to
out to
Billions
Thank
on
all of
you,
them,
Billions
man.
man,
for
for
pulling
pulling
up.
up. This ain't gonna be the
Thank you
last
so
link
much.
up.
Thank you so much for having me, guys.
All
Oh,
right, thank you, Eric.
happy birthday
Thanks
to
so much,
Mom Duke.
guys.
I'm a stunner in every way, bro. I'm a baller, but I keep it on the down low. I'm not a fake, bro. Tell me what you need, what you want. I get it fast, though. Whatever you wanna be, then be that. No one's stopping you, your girl. Hit me on the DMs. Yes, I'm tapping that. People lie, it's a sad truth. Why I lie on booze? I say my truth, and people sue me. Wanna do some move? I focus on my grind. I leave the bad behind. A man once said, I am the future God, and I don't have a boss. I am my only boss. The Storm 56. My haters run for me. 100,000 on me, I'm a saving in the bank, bro. Never ever ever had to pay for the sex, no. 20,000 viewers on my channel, that's a start, though. 100 million viewers on the way, none of that, bro. Oh, I got a lot of things It's coming, that's a fact, bro. You know me, I'm a stunner in every way, bro. I'm a butter, but I keep it on the down low. I'm not a fake, bro. Tell me what you need, what you want, I get it fast, though.